this is the euro dollar, and remember the last couple of weeks we have been trying to trade, or the euro has been trying to trade above the 147.18, and we had this failure last week, and we continued the decline, even though it's a small decline, but we still continued the decline as far as the euro dollar is concerned. This is basically a turtle soup trade, and this should give us at least a decline towards this structural point that we have, which is the 143.33. So the decline has been quite decent. I mean, we had about the range for last week. The high was 47.20, the low was 44.70 or 44.80. So we had about 280 pips decline following this failure, or the turtle soup trade, which is pretty decent. We have closed below last week's low. We are below 3 weeks high, which is the 146.30. So this is, I want to see the 146. That 145 is not necessary to be here. So based on this, we should be still short the euro dollar, which means we're positive the dollar, and we're looking for a decline towards the 143.33. So our buying point on the weekly should be above 146.11. That's on the weekly. I'm just going to take a look at the daily chart. So, but this is quite negative for the euro, or should give us a further decline for the downside, because we expect some liquidation from the ones the long euros, as long as we have failed to stay above this high. As you can see, the 47.18 has led us to a decline, to a major decline, and we had a big sell-off twice on a break or a failure to trade above the 147.18. So we should be looking for a further move to the downside. You can see on the daily chart that we are continuing the decline. We're continuously making lower highs and lower lows, so we're just continuing down. As it stands now, we can say to ourselves that this might be a major gift, which could be very true. Because the trend is still up. I mean, this move has started from March all the way up. This is a push to the downside, even though it is a failure. Looking on the weekly chart, is a turtle soup setup. So that setup should continue to the downside to test the 143. So we are not going to buy it unless it either breaks this trend line, which is our gift line, or we get a serious buy signal above one of the prior day's low. So we will be filtering our buys on the euro dollar unless it is above a prior day's low. If you look at this daily chart, we came above the previous day's low, above Thursday's low, and we are still below 3 days low. We are inside, I mean, we are also above the September 29th low, yet we have not really had any serious push to the upside. So I think our buy point should be, if we do this year, 2 days low is 145. Wow. we just closed at that low. That low is the low, that high, the close of the day, is the low of